Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter, it's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Nicely weighted ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Son Heung-min, aimed beyond the defence. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can see...
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! And that has been clubbed away. Has crossed into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, super ball! Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. Lahm. Picked out brilliant, and he shoots! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Nigeria really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos
makes the interception. Corner number 2 then. Now it's Hullet. And now they can spring out of defence. Hullet.
Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He'll fancy himself from here, looking to widen the gap even further here. He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's taking no chances there. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Lahm receives it in a good position here. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is fouled. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hullet. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nigeria have a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Portugal are down to 10 men.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 22.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Carlos.
Thuram gets it away.
Number 24.
Nigeria have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to get it away. Nigeria are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk. Some resolute defending there. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Quality ball. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and determined.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Gullit. Araujo cuts out the pass. Messi. Gullit. He's a sharp little ball here. Davids. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Nigeria really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
No, again there's no way through. Messi. And here's the chance to counter.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Nigeria come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. This is the time you need that pace.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Son Heung-min. And the counter is on. Looking for the run. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries a deft little ball. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Now there's the clearance. Oh, well played, well played.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Makelele. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
953.
Gullit. Oh, shooting chance! That's a sharp pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Bale. Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal finding their passes. And this is Ronaldo.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Courtois.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's had it taken off him.
Showing great feet there. Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! A finish of true class! And the lead is extended still further.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 24, Hazard.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Number 20.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
Coming on the field. Number 21.
Nigeria have now used up all but one
Number
of their
23,
substitution windows.
Didier Drogba. Number
And they can
8,
counter here.
McTominay.
Leicester spots
Substitutions
it
taking
and
place.
intercepts. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bergomi, can he get it through? He has found the way through.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Ronaldinho
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
threads one in.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Mateus. And it's Ronaldinho, played back. Look at the space here. Cruyff, well seen, saw that coming. Seedorf. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Great challenge, time to perfection.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter. Nigeria really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now.
It's Bale! Yes! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers.
And the shot! It's in!
And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
There will be 3 minutes.
Portugal
added time.
are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale,
A player who needs no introduction.
And the number on the board is 3. And it's Cruyff. And time is up. Nigeria have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Hello attendees, this
so what do you
is
take
a
away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains...